सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले
ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 2, Verse number 5. Gurun hatva hi mahanubhavan shreho bhoktum bhakshyam api haloke hatvartha kamantu gurun hi aiva bhunjiya bhogan rudhir pradigdhan. It would be better to maintain my life in this world by begging than to kill these great personalities who are my gurus. Even though motivated by material gain, they remain my superiors. After killing them, any worldly enjoyment I might attain will be smeared with their blood. So just like at the end of the first chapter, we saw that Arjun expressed a similar mood, that he would rather accept defeat, that he would rather be killed by his cousins Duryodhan and his brothers than to fight this battle. And here again he is saying that he would rather relinquish claims to the kingdom, he would rather give up all his wealth and sustain himself simply by begging, but he thinks that is better than fighting with his superiors. So Arjun is showing a great sense of morality, religious principles, and this is a proof of his religious upbringing. A devotee of the Lord will never want to hurt anyone, and especially those who are in the position of teachers, gurus and superiors. In Kurma Puran it is said that who are our superiors? It explains that those who give instructions on the Vedas, so that means the teachers, the gurus, they are superiors. Who else? One's father, elder brother, king, maternal uncle, father-in-law, protector, maternal grandparents, paternal grandparents, relatives, and those who are elderly. All of these are considered superiors. Then, and how do we behave with our superiors? What is the proper etiquette? Superior means that we show them respect. We give them honor. We serve them and we do not disobey them. And the most important thing, that we never do anything that hurts them. So neither by our words, by our actions, in any way, we do not want to disobey or disrespect them. And they are superior because we gain something from them. They protect us, they give us knowledge, and among all the superiors, especially the teachers or our gurus, they are the most respected, because it is only because of them that we gain knowledge. Even in this world, we see that if we don't have a teacher to teach us a specific skill, a profession or an art, we would not gain the skills to even live a livelihood. If you want to become an engineer or a doctor, but if you don't have teachers in the university to teach you, then how are you going to become an engineer or a doctor? Simply having a building for the university does not make it a school or a university. It's the teachers at that school or the university that give that place its importance and its ability to impart knowledge. And without that knowledge, we cannot do anything in our life. So the teachers have to be very much respected. In today's civilization, in today's school system, we see that many times the students do not show proper respect to the teachers, and that is one of the biggest problems of our education system. But Arjun is not like that. He recognizes that everything that he is today, it's because of these superiors like Guru Dronacharya, Kripacharya. These are the personalities who taught him everything, whether it was knowledge of the scriptures, whether it was the moral principles, or the art of archery. Dronacharya and Kripacharya belonged to very high class Brahman families. So not only they were teachers, but they were high class Brahmins, and in our scriptures it is specifically prohibited to kill a Brahman. And these teachers from whom Arjun had learned the art of using a bow and arrow, and he had become such an expert archer, how could he use the same weapons to hurt them? Arjun simply could not conceive this. He simply was not ready to use the weapons that he became expert in by the mercy of these teachers to use those weapons against them. See, for example, the parents take care of the child, they feed him, they take care of him, they'll help him grow in a nice protected environment so he can grow up to become a healthy, strong child. Now when the child grows up, becomes a boy, a young man, and now he's very strong, is it right that he uses his strength to hurt this very same parents by whose efforts he has today become a strong young man? No. He should rather use that strength to serve his parents, and that is the accepted social moral principle. A person who does not follow this principle is actually demoniac. In the Puranas, there is the story of Bhasmasur, who was a great demon, and he performed very strong austerities for many, many years and pleased Lord Shiva. When Lord Shiva appeared, he said that I want a boon that will make me so powerful that no one will be able to stand in front of me, withstand me. So Lord Shiva said, what do you want? He said, oh my Lord, please give me this boon that whosoever head I put my hand on, that person should burn to ashes. Now Lord Shiva is very simple hearted. He was pleased by this demon's great austerities and he gave them this benediction. Now what did Bhasmasur do? The first thing the thought came to his mind is, oh, he has given me this boon, let me try if this works on him, and if I kill Shivji, if I kill Lord Shiva, then I will become the most powerful. So he started running after Lord Shiva to burn him down to ashes. Now Lord Shiva got scared and he ran, and he went to Lord Brahma, who could not help, went to Lord Vishnu, and then Lord Vishnu took the Mohini Roop, the form of a very beautiful woman, and then distracted this demon Bhasmasur and said to him, oh my dear, how do you believe what Shiva has given you as the boon is actually correct. Does it really work or not? Now this demon started thinking, well, she's saying right, because he was so attracted by her beauty. So he said, what should I do? She said, well, first try by putting on your head. And in another version it says that she actually engaged him in dancing, and as part of that dancing moves, she put her hand on her head, and he did the same thing and was burned down to ashes. So Arjun is saying that I do not want to follow such demoniac mentality, even though Bhishma Pitamaha and Dronacharya apparently have done something wrong. What they have done wrong is that they have taken the side of Duryodhan, and it seems that they are motivated by material gains. But still, I do not want to fight with them. Now, Shri Gurudev in his commentary explains in great detail that even though it appears that Bhishma Pitamaha was being controlled by the wealth of the Kauravas, that just he actually himself said to Maharaj Yudhishthir, O Maharaj, it is true that I am bound by the wealth of the Kauravas. But actually that is not the case. And Shri Gurudev gives many reasons why Bhishma is actually doing this for a purpose. The first thing to understand is that he is a very celebrated and recognized spiritual authority. He is one of the 12 Mahajans. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it explains that there are 12 prominent authorities on devotional service, and these are whom? Swayambhur, Naradaha, Shambhu, Kumaraha, Kapilaha, Manu. These are Lord Brahma, Narad, Shambhu means Lord Shiva, the 4 Kumaras, Kapil, Manu, Prahlad, Maharaj Janak, and then Bhishma, Bali, Shukdev Goswami, and Yamraj. So Bhishma Pitamaha is considered in the same category as Lord Brahma, who is the creator of this universe. He is considered in the same category as Shambhu, Lord Shiva, and Narad Rishi. He is considered in the same category as Lord Kapila, who is an incarnation of the Lord. And he is considered in the same category as Maharaj Janak, a great king. And actually Krishna later on Bhagavad Gita will say that among all the Raj Rishis, among all the saintly kings, I am Maharaj Janak myself. So Bhishma Pitamaha is no ordinary personality. He had conquered lust, time, anger, and all of these things. So how was it possible that he would be infatuated by the wealth of the Kauravas? That is not the case. Actually, Bhishma Pitamaha is doing this as a service to Lord Krishna. This is a very important point to understand. Whenever the Lord appears in this world to manifest his pastimes of annihilating the demoniac and re-establishing the principles of religion, he takes assistance of his own devotees. Just like he asked Lord Shiva to come in this world as Shankaracharya to preach the philosophy of monism or Mayavad, to distract those who are impure hearted and are not really interested in devotional service. So even though Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee of Krishna, but still he took this position of Shankaracharya to bewilder those who are non-devotees. We discussed this in great detail when we talked about Shankaracharya at the beginning of the series. So similarly, Bhishma Pitamaha is also fighting on from the side of Duryodhan, because if him and gurus like Dronacharya had not assisted the Duryodhan's opposing army, then the battle at Kurukshetra would never have been possible, because without their support, Duryodhan would not have been able to muster the strength and the courage to fight in this battle of Kurukshetra, and without this battle, all these demoniac kings would not have been annihilated. Whereas it is explained in the commentary that by the personal will of Sri Krishna, who is omniscient, Krishna's bewildering spiritual potency named Yogmaya inspired the heart of Bhishma with wicked tendencies to fight on the side of the opposing party. Thus Bhishma performed this act for the pleasure of Krishna. And just like Jay and Vijay, who are the guards of the abode of Lord Narayan, when they came to know of the desire of the Lord to taste the mood of fighting, they personally begged to him to have an inimical mood, so that by doing so, they got into a verbal argument with the four Kumaras, who cursed them to be born as demons. Then Lord Narayan came to kill them, and thus his desire to enjoy this rasa or mellow of chivalry was satisfied. So Bhishma, also knowing what is the desire of the Lord, has taken this position. There are many other important points in this verse that we will continue discussing next time. Today is Purnima, the last day of Kartik. Please light a lamp at your home in the evening and offer it to the picture of Krishna Damodar being bound by Mother Yashoda. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe. Have a very blessed day.